If you're trying to get fuck you rich, you need to understand this first. Today, we're talking about something that changed my life. And I mean, literally changed my path from a kid whose parents were in and out of jail to generating over 8 figures in business by 22. I want to talk to you about mindset. Not that fake motivational stuff you see everywhere. I'm talking about the real knowledge that separates those who make it from those who don't. Let me be clear. I didn't graduate high school with honors. I dropped out of college. I didn't have connections. What I did have was the right information and the willingness to apply it. Look around at the people giving you advice about success and money. Ask yourself this question. Have they actually done what they're teaching? Look around social media and you'll see tons of people giving advice about success and money. The problem is, most of them have never actually done what they're teaching you to do. They're selling you information about a path that they've never walked themselves. Always ask yourself, has this person actually accomplished what they're teaching me to accomplish? When I was starting out, I realized something important. I needed to find people who had actually built what I wanted to build, not theorists, not someone with a good story, people with actual results. So here's your first lesson. Be extremely selective about whose advice you take. If someone is telling you how to make $1 million, but they've never made $1 million in a way they're teaching you, keep it moving. Real success leaves evidence. Look for the evidence, not just the talk. Section 2, Teachability Index. Now let's talk about something called your Teachability Index. This is crucial. Your Teachability Index has two parts, your willingness to learn and your willingness to accept change. Rate yourself honestly from 1 to 10 on both of these. My willingness to learn was maybe a 6, my willingness to change probably a 4, and that's why I was stuck. The moment I became humble enough to say, I don't know what I don't know, everything shifted. I started absorbing information. My willingness to learn was maybe a 6, my willingness to change probably a 4, and that's why I was stuck. The moment I became humble enough to say, I don't know what I don't know, everything shifted. I started absorbing information like a sponge. I became willing to change my habits, my circle, and my entire approach. Here's a hard question. What are you willing to give up to succeed? Your favorite show? Going out every weekend? Your comfort zone? The harder you find it to answer that question, the lower your teachability index. And here's the thing. Your teachability index isn't fixed. It fluctuates day to day. You might wake up motivated and ready to learn. Then by afternoon, you're back in your comfort zone. You have to check yourself daily. Section 3, Thoughts versus Actions. So listen, I want to break down what I call the success scale. On one side, you got your thoughts, what's going on in your head, your vision, your mindset. On the other side, you got your actions, the hustle, the grind, the actual moves you make. Most people I meet are stuck obsessing over the how. They're like, how do I start this business? How do I get the money to get started? How do I find customers? But I'm going to keep it a buck with you. What separated me from everybody else in my neighborhood wasn't just working harder, it was seeing differently. Your thoughts, your vision, how you process information, that's 99% of the game. The way you see the world determines everything else. Look at someone like Tyler Perry. When he was trying to get his plays and movie made, Hollywood executive told him that there wasn't a market for his stories, that black audiences wouldn't pay to see these shows. But his thinking was different. He saw an untapped audience that the industry was completely ignoring. Now he owns one of the largest studios in the country. Or think about Netflix. When they started shipping DVDs by mail, Blockbuster laughed at them. The facts said people wanted to go to physical stores, but Netflix founders had different thoughts about where entertainment was headed. They saw what others couldn't see. Now, let me be clear. I'm not saying skills don't matter, but with the right thinking, you'll find the right skills. With the wrong thinking, no amount of skills will get you there. Section 4, the 4 stages of learning. To really master this mindset shift, you need to understand the 4 stages of learning. Unconscious incompetence, you don't know what you don't know. This is where most people stay their whole lives. Conscious incompetence, you realize what you don't know. This is uncomfortable but necessary. Conscious competence, you know, but you have to think about it. You're applying the principles, but it takes effort. And then unconscious competence, it becomes automatic. Success thinking becomes who you are, not what you do. Right now, after making this video, you might move from unconscious incompetence to conscious incompetence. You'll start noticing your limiting thoughts. You'll see opportunities you were blind to before. The goal is to keep learning and keep applying until success thinking becomes as natural as breathing. Look, I'm not special. I came from the same place many of you did. What separated me was getting the right knowledge and having the courage to apply it. I made my first $1 million at 20, not because I'm smarter than you, but because I understood these principles and applied them relentlessly. If a kid whose parents were in and out of jail, who dropped out of college, can build multiple 7 and 8 figure businesses, imagine what you can do with the right information and the right mindset. This is just the beginning. We'll go deeper in future videos, but start with these questions. Who are you really listening to? What's your teachability index? Are you focused on thoughts or just actions? What stage of learning are you in? If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and leave a comment in the chat and then post it on your story or repost it. Thank you.